So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the session. We'll just wait for to like wait there for 3 minutes so that it's 6 o'clock, and we'll start with the session. I hope my voice is audible in the screen. This is good evening, everyone. It's dot 6 p.m. So we'll start with the session. I hope I'm audible and my screen is visible to everyone. So let's start with the session. I'll just switch to the presentation mode. Yeah, so welcome to the course. This is NPTEL course in Nanotechnology in Agriculture. The course code is NOC25BT1. This is the first live session. My name is Amit Okle. I am the Prime Minister Research Fellow in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIT Tirupati. The course instructor for this course is Professor Manek Das. Mainak Das, Professor, Department of Biological Sciences and Bioengineering Department in IIT Kanpur. So this will be a weekly session that will be there for you. So it's a live session to solve your doubts. It's there to help you how to solve the assignments. So basically, what we'll be doing is we'll be solving previous year assignments. So as you get to know how what kind of questions you can expect in your this year assignment and also in your final exam. So this is you can what is going to happen in this sessions. These are not compulsory, but we highly encourage you to attend these sessions. Like we expect you to be respectful in the chat, and you can ask the questions during when the question is being solved, or else at the end of the session. It's completely fine. The videos will be available in this YouTube channel link. Else, it will also be available using the link on the NPTEL course page. So if you go on the NPTEL course page at the left bottom, you will see a tab for problem solving sessions. Over there, if you click on that, you'll be able to find the PPTs as well as you'll be able to find the links for the videos. So without like waiting longer, we'll start with the session plan. So basically, we'll be discussing the practice assignment 0. Then we'll be discussing the practice assignment 1. So this is the assignment which was there previous year. So if you had joined the previous session, you would have had to solve this assignment for your marks. So by having an idea of how the problems are and what kind of problems are being asked, you'll be able to solve this year's assignment is what the plan from NPTEL team is, and then we'll move on to the question and answer session. So before we begin, if you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and ask the questions. Anyone has any questions? If not, then we'll start with the session. Yeah, yeah, please. Okay, so let's start. So this is the course outline. Basically, this is the first week of the course. So basically, this is a very basic course. You will a basic like it is a very introduction. It consists of history of agriculture and the role of chemicals in modern agriculture. Basically, it is a like the introduction to the course. So this week you will have very simple questions. You will have questions which are based on general knowledge or GK. More of like you will have more of actual like coursework related stuff in from the next week. So from the next session, you can expect something more relevant to the course. This week is like the basic introduction kind of thing. So this week the topic is history of agriculture and the role of chemicals in modern ag- agriculture. Next week we'll be moving towards overview of nanotechnology. How what is the application of nanotechnology? Then what is the like applications in different kind of fields like water quality and availability and green nanotechnology and all the other things. So this week we can expect something very simple. With that, we'll start with the assignment zero, that is the previous year non-graded assignment. So the first question is dash successfully synthesized nitrogen and hydrogen into ammonia during the early years of World War One. So is it JB Bos- Bo- Bossingalt, Justus von Liebig, Fritz Haber, J.H. Gilbert? So whatever are your guesses, answers, please write them in the comments box, please. Yeah, we are getting one answer. Some more, right? Yeah, so we are getting many people are saying C. Yes, the answer is C. Fritz Haber. So basically, Fritz Haber got his Nobel Prize for the developing the Haber process. So basically, this is the process from which nitrogen and hydrogen are combined, and using ion catalysis, the ammonia is generated. So this is for which he got the Nobel Prize as well. So this is something which this is a very basic process in agriculture, because ammonia is, so as you all may be knowing, NPK is are the major fertilizers. So ammonia is one of the major fertilizer component in agriculture. So the Haber process must be known by the people who are having any insights into agriculture. So I hope this is known to everyone. So we'll move to the next question. This is again a GK kind of question. In 1946, the Central Rice Research Institute was set up in New Delhi, Bhopal, Cuttack, Varanasi. Okay, so some have said C, Cuttack, some have given Bhopal. Okay, so the answer here is Cuttack. So actually, with respect to the Central Research Institute or any research institute per se, any CSIR lab or any agriculture related labs, basically what happens is the labs are located in the state where they are made in the maximum. So if you actually see among all the states, Orissa has the maximum like production of rice per se among the other states, because Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh is mainly known for wheat. Varanasi is mainly like Uttar Pradesh is mainly known for sugarcane, whereas Orissa is mainly known for rice. So that is how that is the how the institutes are spread out. So if you actually see like for cashews is placed in Karnataka, and like likewise all the research institute related to agriculture are placed in areas where that plant is produced in maximum. So because the main reason why this is happening is so that they can get the knowledge dissemination is fast. So why are these research institutes being set up? So we are setting up this research institute so that we can increase the productivity for that particular plant or that particular uh, agricultural product. So that is why the main focus is where we are already having the maximum productivity, you try to increase at that place. So that is why the research in like CRR Central Rice Research Institute is based in Qatar. Okay, so we move to the third question. Man began to cultivate land in organized way for food grades around 600 BC, 20 AD, 8000 BC, and 20 AD, 200 AD. So, any guesses? Yes, the answer is C. Many people have given the answer as C. So, the answer is 8000 BC. So, uh, basically the main the evidence was actually found in some of the cave paintings, where this is one of the cave paintings which was found, so wherein they would this cave painting actually signifies that. And from this cave painting which was like they did some dating, carbon dating and all those things, and then from that they actually deciphered that it is the agriculture is from 8000 BC. So basically it was um, like multiple evidences were there, but one of the major evidence was this cave painting, from which using carbon dating they were able to find out what is the what you can say from from how back the painting dates, and based on the painting's age they deciphered that the agriculture might be going on from that time. So moving to the next question. Potato is a native of Asia, North America, Australia, South America. So potato, we all know, is a very like common, uh, like is a staple in many of our diet. But do you know how, from where it is actually from? Yes. So the answer is D, South America. So basically, like potato, if you can actually see, this is how all the plants have like migrated. If you actually go through it, you will see that how many of the uh, like have migrated across the globe actually. So potato, tomato, basically if you can see, even the Hindi names are like batata, tomato. So basically even the Hindi names are derived from the English names. So these fruits or vegetables you can call are actually were brought to India by the Portuguese during when they started colonizing, because the Portuguese actually were like Brazil was they wanted like Brazil was a Portuguese colony, and they had some colonies in India. So that is how the potato and tomato actually started were introduced in India. So one of the major trick to know is that even the Hindi terms are like tomato and batata, which are basically just like Hindi-sized names for the English words. So from that you can actually sense that it is not a native to India. It has come from South America. So yeah. So next, so PVD is widely used technique for dash and the surface coatings, fabrication of thin films, plasma cleaning, surface etching, and chemical etching. So any guesses? Yes. Yeah. So PVD is the technique used for fabrication of thin film. So there are two major techniques. So PVD is basically a process of MEMS fabrication process. So basically MEMS fabrication is basically the process that is used for fabrication of the microprocessors or the chips that are present in your phone or your the Intel processor is what you can say in your computer is basically made from the MEMS lithography process. So basically, what happens is it uses a silicon wafer. On that, the silicon wafer, basically silicon is a semiconductor, as you all may be knowing. So based on that, since you need the contacts or since you need the metallic contacts to be placed on your silicon, so that is where the uh, deposition processes come in. So there is one process is physical vapor deposition, and the second one is chemical vapor deposition. So in physical vapor deposition, basically you have a argon chamber. So you have this entire chamber that is made up of argon. Here you have the sputtering target. So basically, this may be, so if you want to make a gold film, so here you will have gold here in the sputtering target, and down you will have the like the silicon wafer, and here you will have the deposition happening. So what will happen is basically the like uh, the gas, so argon will get oxidized. Then the argon will go and hit the sputtering target. The argon will go and hit the gold. So, and the gold atoms will be ejected from the sputtering target, will be ejected from the gold material, gold which is there in the sputter target. And because of the potential difference, you can see the U minus and U plus basically. Based on the because of the potential difference, the gold ions will go and hit on the silicon wafer. So that is how a thin film will be generated on on the silicon wafer. So any questions? Anything? Okay. So we'll move to the next one. So dash nanoparticles are used in sunscreens: diamond, pyrite, titanium dioxide, and mercury. Yes, we are getting a lot of people saying C, and the answer is yes, C, TiO2, titanium dioxide. So basically, titanium dioxide are basically coated with melanin, and because the nanoparticles can penetrate through the skin pores. So basically, if you have a very big the traditional sunscreen, it is not able to like it has to it has to stay on the skin. It should not penetrate through the skin pores. So basically, the traditional sunscreen would just go inside the skin, and because many sunscreens are actually carcinogenic in nature, they would actually cause a lot of problems. But TiO2, because the TiO2 is bigger than the skin pores, it would just stay on the skin and would actually do the sunscreen. It will actually work as sunscreen. So because there is no penetration, you can see in the figure, so the traditional sunscreen actually penetrates and affects the tissues. Whereas in the case of titanium dioxide, because of the bigger size, it would not penetrate through the skin pores, and it would not cause you. It would not cause any carcinogenic effect on the skin. So we'll go to the next question. In which state of India do you find floating gardens for growing vegetables? Uttar Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, and Kerala. Yes, many of you have given the right answer. The answer is Jammu and Kashmir. C. This is something which you might have seen in your GK. So, floating gardens in Kashmir. Moving to the next question. Based on the chemical composition of organic manures, below which of the following has the highest nitrogen content? Hair and wool waste, bone meal, poultry litter, cotton cake. Any guesses? Yes, the answer is hair and wool waste. So we'll move to the question number 9. The Soldier method of nanoparticle preparation is a dash process, top down, bottom up, a nuclear reaction, displacement reaction. So basically, there are two types of like fabrication processes basically for nanoparticles. So when you are making a nanoparticle, there are two type of processes. One is where you build on the atom. So you take an atom and you allow the atoms to bind together, and you get the final nanoparticle. The other is you take a micro particle or micro level material, and then you break it down. So basically, you use mechanical action, you use ball milling, or you use laser based processes, and you break it down, or else you use chemicals and you build it up. So these are the two type of processes. So nuclear reaction and displacement reaction have nothing to do in nano materials. These are physics based reaction. It is not related to um, like nanoscience. So what do you think is the answer? So I think so many of them have given A. The answer is B actually. So Solgel process is a bottom up process. So basically, what happens in the Solgel process is basically you will have any medium you take water or you take any alcohol. In that, you will dissolve the chemicals, and then using like you'll have a lot of you hydrolyze the material. So basically, per se, if you are making something like bioactive glass, so per se, bioactive glass is something which is used widely in like tissue regeneration applications or many other things. So in that, what you do is basically you take the precursor, tetraethyl orthosilicate, and you hydrolyze it with ethanol, and then you let it age. So you store it continuously under using a magnetic stirrer, and then you add the templating agents, like you use polyethylene glycol or use ammonia, and then basically you get the final nanoparticles. So that is how a Solgel process works. So coming to the last question for this practice assignment 0, ammonia is synthesized by synthetic route. Ammonia synthesis by synthetic route requires a temperature of 100 degree Fahrenheit, 200 degree Fahrenheit, 400 degree Fahrenheit, 800 degree Fahrenheit. So any guesses? Yeah, many of them have given answer D. Yes, the answer is D, 800 degree Fahrenheit. So basically, when you do go through the Haber's process, basically in the first slide, you might have seen it. So the temperature is around 400 to 450 degrees Celsius. That corresponds to around 800 degree Fahrenheit. So we'll move to the first next assignment. Anyone has any questions, any doubts regarding any questions from this assignment? Just unmute yourself and ask the question, or else you can even type your doubt in the chat box. Okay, assuming that nobody has written anything or unmuted themselves, I'll move to the first week assignment. So yeah, this is completely GK based questions. So that Dash is also famous for the large production of opium around the world. Mandsaur, Bikaner, Kota, Ratlam. So basically, this is a very GK based question. If you have any please please, what are your guesses? Okay, the answer is Mandsaur. Basically, it is a like a GK based question. You will find in the answer in the lecture slides also. Moving to the next question. Dash in the north of the country was the first state to allow the commercial cultivation of hemp in 2018. Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand. So this was a very famous personality. Basically, had advocated for this. He also runs a very famous company that markets Ayurved, that produces markets Ayurvedic products. So from that is one hint I'm wanting to give. So please give your answers in the chat. I got the answer as A. No, A. No. Are you giving the answers? Am I experiencing a lag? Oh, yeah. So yeah, the answer is D, Uttarakhand. So it was the first state to allow commercial industrial cannabis to be grown. So Mr. So Baba Ramdev actually had a great role to play because his Patanjali uh, products are also he was actually the person who actually advocated for this uh, this law to happen actually in that state. So yeah. Moving to the next question. Which of the following statement are true? Is are true? Cellulosic content of jute sticks is relatively high compared to bagasse, rice, and wheat straw. The cellulosic content of jute stick is relatively low compared to bagasse, rice, and wheat straw. The protein content of sticks is relatively high. Choose the correct options. So either 1 and 3 are correct, two is correct, 2 and 3 are correct, and one is correct, or only one is correct. What answers as A? Yes. The answer is only one is correct. So basically, cellulosic content of jute stick is higher compared to bagasse, rice, and wheat straw. So basically, it is higher than the all the three, and the protein content is a bit lower, not that high in jute straw. If you compare it with other things, basically the question is not complete. So it should have actually given relatively high compared to what, but that has not been given. So here we just assume it is relatively high in a absolute term. So that is why the answer here is only one is correct. So again, we had this question earlier in the previous assignment as well, but since that was given in the last year, we'll just maintain the flow. Man began cultivating land in an organized way for food grains around. So basically, the answer as we did earlier, it's around 8,000 BC. So again, the same thing. The questions from zero assignment were repeated in the previous year assignment. I hope they are done this year also, so that you can score better. So yeah, so the question was, Dash successfully synthesized nitrogen and uh, hydrogen into ammonia during the early years of World War One. That is J.B. Boussingault, Justice von Liebig, Fritz Haber, or J.H. Gilbert. The answer here is Fritz Haber. He was awarded the Nobel Prize. He got the for the Haber process as well. So we'll move to the next question. Again, the repeated question. Ammonia synthesis by synthetic route requires the temperature of 100 degree Fahrenheit, 200 degree Fahrenheit, 400 degree Fahrenheit, or 800 degree Fahrenheit. Again, we answered this. The answer is D, 800 degree Fahrenheit. Again, same. So last year you can see. So why I kept these questions basically so that you can actually see that many of the questions get repeated. This is a very important hint for you that even in the exams, the questions from the assignment may get repeated, or you can get previous year assignment getting repeated in the final exam. So just keep that in mind. This is a very important hint. That is why I've kept these questions. I would have not actually kept this question in the other sense, but I just want to give you some hints in that sense that what you need to do so as to get score good in the exams. Okay. So again, question number 7. The answer is Jammu and Kashmir. We already went through it. These are the uh, floating gardens of Jammu and Kashmir. So yeah, question number 8. This is a new question. Which of the cereal take least time to digest? So wheat, barley, rice, millet. So what do you think is the answer? So some are guessing as answer is D. Any other question? Any other guesses? B. Some are saying C. Some are saying B. B. D. Okay, so the answer actually here is C, rice. So actually, the thing is, least time to digest is basically when any cereal that takes least time to digest, it will keep your stomach filled for the lowest amount of time. So actually, what will happen is, if you actually see, even as per the like the thing. The millets or the barley or the wheat would be eaten by the people who are actually hardworking people. So the people who would work on the farms or who would actually do some physical work, they would mainly rely on wheat or millet or barley, whereas like rice would be taken by as a luxury earlier. So the kings and all would be eating the rice because they they would not do too much of physical activity, and they had a lot of like money. So basically rice would take very least time to digest, so they'll feel hungry within a very short span of time. But whereas those who eat millets like ragi or bajra, or they would eat in the morning and they would work in the field till the evening without feeling hungry. So because the millets took a long time to digest, it would take it would keep the person stomach filled over a long period of time. So millet, barley or wheat would do that, whereas rice would get digest very easily, and then the person would feel hungry again. So that is why even during dieting, they ask us to cut down on rice intake, is because rice doesn't keep you filled for a long time, and then you again have the craving, so you again feel the urge to eat more. So that is why that causes you to gain weight or something. So that is how the weight gain is connected to the rice. Okay, any questions? Anyone has any problems? Okay, so we'll move to the next question. Again, we had this question again in the previous assignment. based on the chemical composition of the organic manures mentioned below, which of the following has the highest nitrogen content? Hair and wool waste, bone meal, poultry litter, cotton cake. So again, we had this question earlier. So the answer is hair and wool waste. The next question is, on an average, 1 ton of grain with a straw of wheat, paddy, maize, and barley are likely to remove dash of kg of nitrogen. So 333, 333, 333, 250. So these questions are basically, you have to like go through the class notes, or you have to search Google for your answer. So the answer here is 33 tons, 33 kg of nitrogen. So 1 ton of grain along with straw for wheat, paddy, maize, or barley will take the 33 kg of nitrogen. So that is why you have to supplement it with supplement the soil with a nitrogen fertilizer. In case of pulses, you don't need a nitrogen fertilizer. So that is how the things work. Uh, so with this, we have finished the 2 assignments. So this week it was easy, as I said. So from next week, the assignment might be long. This week, the assignments are quite easy. So now we can basically engage. If you have any questions, we can just like how to study. If you have any questions to refer and all those things, you can unmute and ask. If you don't have any question, you are free to leave the session. There won't be anything extra right now after this. So if you want to ask any questions, if you want to ask like something, you can just unmute yourself and ask some technicality about NPTEL course. If you are giving it for the first time, if you don't know things, you can ask me. Else you are free to leave the session. We'll meet the next week. You can even put your doubts in chat if you are uncomfortable with unmuting yourself. You can. So yeah, so there are 8 assignments. Okay, so one thing, we'll be having these sessions every week. So now there will be more 7 sessions. So first we'll answer Pradeepa's question. So okay, first we'll answer Deveshwar's question. How many assignments are there? So there are 8 assignments, 1 assignment for every week. So whatever content is done in that week, you will have assignment related to that. So there is the passing criteria you have to check again for the course, but you have to submit at least 6 assignment or at least 7 assignment you have to submit, and out of that best 4 or best 5 are taken. So just look through it. I'll also look what is specifically the assignment criteria for this course, and I'll get back to you again. But there are one assignment for every week. How many are compulsory and what is the weightage, I'll check, and I'll also let you know again next when we meet the next time. Or else you can also check it is given on the course web page. So there are 8 assignments for the course. Okay. So Pradeepa has asked, will we have this session every time? So basically, we'll have these sessions every week. So there will be more 7 sessions. These are not compulsory. And at the end, during the final, what we'll be having is we'll be having a revision session. So in the revision session, we'll go from week 1 to 8. So even if you missed these sessions every week, I would suggest doesn't matter, because these are like not compulsory. You can also see the sessions on the YouTube. You will also get the PPT notes of these sessions on your NPTEL web page. So if you are busy, don't waste your time. Don't specifically wait for the sessions. If you have any questions, then I would suggest coming to the sessions. Else, it's not very important to come to the session. In the last session, maybe you can keep all your doubts for the last session, and the last session when we'll run through all the week's assignments. So we'll go from week 1 to week 8. that time you can attend, so that that will be a good revision for you during the just before the final exam. That session will be happening. And for this course to study, basically this is a very simple course, what I've gone through and what I've taken the feedback from the people. So you can expect uh, like if you go through the slides and if you go through the assignments, you will surely be able to score well in the exam. So go through the lecture once. The notes are given in a very concise manner. So if you actually see the week one notes, they are just 4 pages, and that's a very good thing what sir has done. Basically, he has made it very concise manner, so that will help you in a lot of in a way. So just go through the lecture slide, like the lectures once, the videos. Then just keep the search notes. You can download the PDF, and you can just go through all the previous year assignments which I give. You can go through the PPT, and you will be through with your course. So I hope I've answered this. How to study, uh, Pratibha. Just next is Pujita. This is my first time enrolled in Swayam. Please, preparation strategy. We should prepare for each and every topic in detail. So one thing I'll tell you about the NPTEL courses. Whatever you'll be asked even in the exams will be based on the uh, like based on what is being taught in the lecture. So nothing will go beyond the lecture slides. Okay. So what lectures sir is teaching? What are the recorded lecture? If you see the week one content, week two content, week three content, only from that you will get the like the sorry you'll get the question. So you can be rest assured that you will not have any surprises in the exam, that I can assure you. The questions also you can expect, like there'll be some questions which will be very easy so as to make you pass. So you can expect the, if you my simple strategy would be to pass. If you are just planning to pass, or if you are just planning to get a 60% or 70%, for one you have to be very regular with the assignments. So assignments have to be submitted every week. And also these like previous year assignments, when I will be uploading the PPT, just go through it. Go through the previous year assignment PPT and this year assignment just before the exam, and you will be through. You will get at least 80% marks. You go through the lectures once, and go through search notes once, which are given. You'll see the lecture notes in your NPTEL portal. So it's a very easy like course. You have chosen a very good course. So that you can. It's a scoring course you have selected. So I'm confident you'll be able to get through. Go through the assignments, go through previous year assignments, go through the lecture notes, and go through the lectures videos. So first, if you just want to pass, go through the assignments. If you want to score good, go through like the source class notes. And if you want to top the course, you have to go through everything. So assignments, source notes, as well as the actual lectures. So that is how the uh, system will be. So Kaushik Iyer, yeah. So during the lectures, I like there is nothing to teach as such. What we have been instructed as a PMRFTA, what we have been instructed, we have to actually solve your doubts, and we have to take the assignment. So basically, the main thing is it is to actually solve your doubts, but how to like it is to train you how to give the exam or what you can expect in the exam. So we won't be going into the content per se, because that will be too much. So it will be 2 hours content, like every week has 2 hours worth of content, and plus the assignments and everything. So it will be very difficult to actually condense it, and it will be repetitive basically. So it is supposed to basically be mainly how to solve the questions, what kind of questions you can expect. And so I'm mainly into that thing. So as I said earlier also, you can just go through the YouTube videos, like the recorded sessions, and go to the PPTs. That will be enough. You need not attend every week unless you have a doubt with some assignment or something like that. So it's like I wouldn't insist you on joining the sessions every week, just for from your convenience. Obviously, you're always welcome to join, But from your convenience, I'm just telling you, as I advising you, that it's not very essential. You can just skip through it, because teaching won't be happening. It will be like mainly the assignment solving, and whatever assignment related thing is there, that is the only thing which we will be actually answering in this sessions. I hope I answered your question. Any other questions? Yeah. If you don't have any questions, you are free to leave the session. The video will be uploaded, and the PPT also will be uploaded on the NPTEL portal by tomorrow morning. If you have any like specific questions, you are requested to do it today, because maybe I won't be able to. This was an introductory week, and the assignment was short, so we were able to discuss. We have a lot of time to discuss this your questions. So if you have any questions, you can like discuss them today, like non-technical based questions. So you can discuss them today. I will solve these questions today, because next time maybe we might not get that much time. So please, if you have any questions, just put in the group chat. If you don't have any question, you can just you can enjoy your evening for today. Okay, so mostly the exam will be objective in nature. So there can be MSQs and MCQs, but it will always be objective only. There will not be any subjective questions. MSQs is like basically more than one question is right, and MCQ is only one question is right. I hope I answered the question. Any other question, you can please ask. Any questions? So regarding the previous year question paper, I just checked through the NPTEL all the website how to do it. So there is no way to actually access it other than actually accessing it through. So whatever I'll be presenting, so basically my slides will have the previous year question papers, and the previous year question paper, these slides whichever I'm presenting, whether during these sessions, will be uploaded on your NPTEL portal. So the NPTEL portal, if you go on the left, bottom left, so where you have the week one, week two, week three, if you go at the bottom, you will see the live problem solving sessions. So in that, you can access these PPTs, and from this PPTs, you will have all the previous year question papers. So you'll have the question paper as well as the solution, previous year, assignment questions, and the final exam question paper you will not have anywhere. Even it is impossible to actually get the final exam paper. So you'll only have the previous year assignment paper. You will not be able to get the previous year final exam paper. I hope I answered the your questions. Yeah, Ayush, Mr. Ayush. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and ask, sir. Yeah, Mr. Ayush. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Hello, Mr. Ayush. You can unmute yourself and ask a question. If anyone has any questions, please type in. Mr. Ayush, you have raised your hand, but I cannot see you. Please unmute yourself or ask your question in the chat, please. Anyone has any questions? Yeah. Hello. 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 Anyone has any question, you can unmute yourself and ask. If you are like if you are shy to ask on the thing, you can ask on the chat also. The first question is, Dash successfully synthesized nitrogen and hydrogen into ammonia during early years of World War One. That is J.B. Bossingholt, Justice von Liebig, Fritz Haber, or J.H. Gilbert. So the answer is Fritz Haber, who got the Nobel Prize for this process. So basically, he developed the Haber's process, for which he got the Nobel Prize. So for those who joined it right now, we just skim through all the questions that we did today. So so basically we did practice assignment 0 and previous year assignment 1. So for practice, yeah. So the first question was, Dash successfully synthesized nitrogen and hydrogen into ammonia during the early years of World War One. The options were J.B. Bossingholt, Justice von Liebig, Fritz Haber, or J.H. Gilbert. So the answer is Fritz Haber. Fritz Haber won the Nobel Prize for his process, basically to that converted iron and nitrogen and hydrogen using iron catalyst into ammonia. So the next question is, in 1946, the Central Rice Research Institute was set up in New Delhi, Bhopal, Cuttack, Varanasi. This is a GK based question. So the answer here is Cuttack. This is the photo of National Rice Research Institute campus in Cuttack. So the next question was, man began to cultivate land in organized way for food grains around 600 BC, 20 AD, 8000 BC, or 200 AD. So the answer is 8000 BC. So how it was found is basically in a cave painting. This cave painting was found, and using carbon dating, it was determined that uh, this painting was around 800, dated back to 8000 BC. So, assuming that the painting would be having the same thing as uh, the what is being shown. So, the in the painting, you can see the organized agriculture is being shown. So, it was assumed that from the painting carbon dating, it was assumed that the agriculture dates back to 8000 BC. In the fourth question, uh, potato is a native of Asia, North America, Australia, South America. So the answer here is South America. This graph actually shows how different kind of plants or agricultural products have actually moved across the globe. So the globalization of the agricultural products you can see here. So the next question is physical vapor deposition is widely used technique for the dash and the surface coatings, fabrication of thin films, plasma cleaning, surface etching, and chemical etching. So the answer is fabrication of thin films. So this is a schematic of a PVD process. So basically, it's a argon chamber. Uh, basically, there'll be a sputtering target. So basically, we want to coat gold on silicon wafer. So you have a gold bar here. Then down you will have the silicon wafer, and it will be connected to the ground. So the gas will be ionized, and that ionized gas will hit on the sputtering target, and then that will eject gold atoms. So gold atoms will then travel due to the potential difference between the target and the ground. They will be ejected and they'll hit the silicon wafer, and a thin film will be created. Then the sixth question was dash nanoparticles are used in the sunscreen, diamond, pyrite, TiO2, mercury. The answer is TiO2. So this is how a schematic is. So basically, a schematic. TiO2 nanoparticles are coated with melanin, and then they are used. So basically, what would happen is the traditional sunscreens would penetrate into your skin, and they would not act as a sunscreen, and they would like also be carcinogenic, but TiO2 doesn't penetrate through the skin pores, and that actually it acts as a sunscreen, and also it doesn't have any carcinogenic effect. So that is the advantage. The seventh question is which of the state in India do you find floating gardens for growing vegetables? The options are Uttar Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, and Kerala. So the answer is Jammu and Kashmir. So this is one of the photo of the floating gardens of Jammu and Kashmir. The next question is based on the chemical composition of the organic manure mentioned below, which one has the highest nitrogen content? Hair and wool waste, bone meal, poultry litter, or cotton cake? The answer is hair and wool waste. The question 9 is a Soldier method of nanoparticle preparation is a dash process, top down, bottom up, nuclear reaction, displacement reaction. The answer is bottom up process. So this is how is the sol gel process is. So basically, you have a solution, then you hydrolyze it, you dissolve every all the chemicals. So if you have copper nanoparticles, you have the cupric nitrate, and then you will dissolve it. You will age the solution. Then you will make a gel out of it. So you will use a gelating agent. You will you make a gel out of it, and you'll age the gel, and then you will so once you get the zero gel, you will like maybe do lyophilization, or you will maybe sintering, and all those processes are done. So that is how a soul gel process actually works. And the 10th question is ammonia synthesis by synthetic route requires a temperature of 100-degree Fahrenheit, 200-degree Fahrenheit, 400-degree Fahrenheit, 800-degree Fahrenheit. The answer is 800-degree Fahrenheit. Then we did the previous year assignments. This one was the assignment you would have to answer if you had enrolled in the course in the last session. So the first question is Dash is the famous for large production of opium around the world. Mandsaur, Bikaner, Kota, or Ratlam. So the answer is Mandsaur. So the second question was which of the state in North India uh, was uh, was the first one to allow commercial cultivation of hemp in 2018. Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand. The answer is Uttarakhand. This is the newspaper article. So then this is a multiple like statement kind of question. So we have to find out which of the following statement is true. Cellulosic content of jute straw is relatively high compared to bagasse, rice, and peat straw. The cellulosic content of jute sticks is relatively low compared to bagasse, rice, and wheat straw. The protein content in jute sticks is relatively high. The correct option, you have to choose either one or three are correct. Two is correct, two and three are correct, one is correct. So the answer is one is correct. Question number four. Man began to cultivate land in an organized way for food grains around 600 BC. So this is the same question. The answer is 8000 BC. Again, this is a repeat question. The answer here is Fitzhaber. We'll just skip through this. Again, this is a repeat question. We'll skip through this. Yeah. So again, this is also a repeat question. We'll skip through it. So the next question: which one of the cereals take least time to digest? Wheat, barley, rice, and millet. So the answer here is rice. Then again, it's a repeat question, and this is the last question. On an average, 1 ton of grain along with straw of wheat, paddy, maize, and barley are likely to remove dash kg of nitrogen. The answer is 33 kg.
Sir, can you go the previous question?
So this one,
Ninth question, sir.
oh, this one was actually a repeat question. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
that's why I skipped through that. Any other questions? So basically, the PPT and the video PPT will be uploaded, and you will also get the YouTube link of the session on your NPTEL page. Any other questions? You are free to ask. Else, if you don't have any question, we'll see you next week. Mm. Since there are no questions from your end, I would like to thank you all for attending this session, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you.